How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today, I'm going to talk about the scalability of your time. In particular, how you should use your time to earn money. You see, there's a lot of ways to earn money, including the most popular, which is to get a job. Let's say you're working at a fast food restaurant. You gotta recognize that every single hour that you put in, you're getting paid an hourly wage. You as a person can only work at maximum 16 hours a day if you need to sleep. So in 1 year for a full-time job, you roughly work about 2,000 hours. Let's say you take 2 full-time jobs, that's 4,000 hours. And let's say you get $10 an hour, so you earn $40,000. So right there, that is your maximum limit that you can earn. You see what I mean here? Because you can work as much as you physically can and you'll hit a ceiling of $40,000 because you're limited by the number of hours you have to work. Now at whatever job that you're working in, you might be interested in a little bit of side hustle so that you can get a little bit of extra income. Everybody probably knows side incomes are great, but they're a little bit hard to get started. They add on top of your regular income and can greatly boost your cash flow on the positive side. I've listed some of the things I talk about on this channel that helps you increase your income, whether through saving, credit card churning, and things like that. The main point I list all this out is to just kind of show you how much each one of them could potentially earn. Of course, if you get really good at each one of them, it has the potential to make a lot more money. But today I'm going to focus the scalability of each one of these activities, because whatever side hustle you're doing, if it's scalable, then you have the potential to earn a lot more than your regular income. Let me start on the low end of either money earning or saving money over here. You can either do coupons, eBay, Swagbucks, or Mechanical Turk. You can see all these things do not amount to much, maybe $10 or $100, $200 at most per month. One step up from this is the credit card cashback, credit card sign up bonuses, investment account bonuses, bank account bonuses, eBay resale activities. Now these things have the potential to earn you thousands a year. You can see that these activities are pretty much not very easily scalable. Credit card cashback bonuses and sign up is really limited by your spending and your personal credit score and your personal credit history. All of these are pretty labor intensive and you can't just push a button and go, okay, multiply by 2 or 3 and do this in multiples, which means really scaling everything, and thus you can earn a lot more. So all of these is like a one-time thing. I have to mention that any kind of gig work or contract work is also limited by time. You actually have to physically be there and do your thinking, do your work. I don't know, maybe it's an artistic thing or whatever trade that you're in. You have to physically be there in order to generate that money. You cannot just walk away and make more cash. Therefore, whenever something is like this, then it's not scalable. You can do car flipping, house flipping, Airbnb, which requires you to have a place, app development and affiliate marketing. It's a little bit more scalable. You see, car flipping, you actually have to be there to look at every single car. And so this is a time limiter. You have to physically be there in order to do each flip, and it's sort of like a knowledge intensive thing where you have to do the buy and the sell. House flipping is the same thing, although it can make you a lot more every single time you do one transaction. So you see there's a gradient here of the time amount spent versus the amount you get. However, not all of them are actually scalable things that you can do on the side. App development, if you happen to be a programmer, or affiliate marketing, they have the potential to be a lot more scalable, mainly because if you built an app, you only built it once, right? But it has the potential to be very popular. And on your end, it's really limited on how popular that app is, because one day 1,000 people can buy your app and then maybe another day 500,000 can buy it. However, you can't do the same thing with car flipping, because you can do like at most maybe 10 car flips a week maybe, but the next week you can't really do like 100 car flips because that would be completely impossible. You might be able to scale it a little bit, but you have to recognize it's really hard to scale something like that. So whenever you pick a side hustle, be very aware of if that activity is scalable or not, because if it is not scalable, you would also be limited by how much income that you can take back in. Another good example that could and could not be scalable is Etsy, because Etsy is mainly a handcraft type of sale where you are limited by your time in making all these handcraft items. I say it's on the edge because you could try to import all these items instead and resell it on Etsy, or maybe whatever you make, you can try to farm it out to a manufacturer and make a lot more, so you're not the one physically limited and trying to produce these products on Etsy. So whenever you pick a side hustle, be very aware of how scalable it is and the potential if it's not scalable. You can be very rich off house flipping because each transaction brings you in that much. However, if you do something that brings you in very little and it's limited by your time, then you can spin your wheels for a really long time and you will not bring in any significant income. So you really have to recognize how to best properly to utilize your time for the maximum income for each of these activities. Each person has their own unique abilities and whatever they're good at. So if you look online and search for side hustles, you can sort through all these things that you can actually do, and a lot of them could sound very good, but then maybe you cannot do all of them at the same time, of course. So you really just gotta pick something that you're good at and just go for it. Your time is limited, so you cannot pick all of them. So at most you can do 1 or 2 of them outside of your job. So I hope this gives you a broader view of things on how to apply your time, because whenever you have something that earns you money, you might just go, oh my gosh, it earns me $1 or $2. I'm gonna jump on it and do it as much as I can, but then at the end of the month, maybe you only get $100 or $200, which is not worth your time. So before you actually step into something that brings you in money, you may want to recognize how much time it takes you and if that thing that you're going to do is actually scalable. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below, let me know something that you're doing that's scalable. If you're interested in supporting this channel, don't forget to check out my Audible link down in the video description below, where you can get a free audiobook, and if you're not pleased with the service, you can still cancel before the trial period ends, not get charged a thing, you can still keep the audiobook, and you can still help benefit this channel. There's also a 30-day free trial for Gamefly down below. I have a Patreon over here, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.